Football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Yeah. Let's go. Hey, switch gears.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Eddie Pinheiro down for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here before we're through. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
On play action, it's Murray. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Hines. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that could be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finds Hines again for the completion. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hines is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. He's checking Chris.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Murray again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd and 7. They run with Hines. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Murray. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Milton Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Allen Lazard leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports from the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
53, check 53. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Murray now to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. It's complete to Williams. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Check. Lucky.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running set.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now back to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right side, this is Taylor.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown!
Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown number 27. And ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that's another route that defenders look for to take out of the game. Not without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out behind the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Hines.
44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I like your thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. A good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Murray. Out to his left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Murray to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got